Akuma the Master Shoto is back for Street Fighter 6 and he is absolutely tremendous in this game. He comes with all of the tools you would expect from Shoto like the Hadouken, uppercut and Tatsu, but also comes with the additional Akuma special moves like the Demon Flame, like the Aerial Fireball and his teleport. And the thing with Akuma's Fireball in this game is that it is possibly the best Fireball for Shoto and absolutely one of the strongest zoning Fireballs in the game. The animation is not really telegraphed, the speed and frame data on it is excellent, so Akuma is able to play a very solid zoning and control game. But Akuma also have a very powerful aerial approach as well between his regular jump, jumping into dive kick, jumping into air Tatsu, jumping Fireball and the Demon Flame aerial options. Akuma can consistently keep the opponent guessing on how to anti-air him. And Akuma obviously comes with his famous really fast walk speed and harassment pokes like the forward medium kicks that have a ton of range and really good hitbox. You also have a forward heavy punch moves that moves him forward a lot, have a target combo attached to it and is hit confirmable, and if you're near the wall you can hit confirm out of that into a combo into super to a lot of damage. And speaking of damage, Akuma's corner damage thanks to the OD Adamant Flame can be absolutely astronomical. And Akuma honestly have a very oppressive corner situation and corner through loop situation going on. I think it's one of the very best in the game. Consistent looping and can lead to a lot of damage, so his pressure is absolutely great. Akuma is very versatile. He can play in any style you want and you will have to change how you are playing Akuma depending on which matchup you're fighting against. That's good, but also that is a negative because you as a player have to be versatile as well, because say against a character like Aki you're gonna have to abuse the aerial approach. Against characters like Zangief you have to play a very solid, very slow ground game against them. Akuma, there isn't like a consistent one bill fits all game plan for him. You have to do everything with this character, and I do think he have like two other weaknesses. The first one is that his mid-screen Oki isn't that great now. Most of the damage enders doesn't really lead to Oki, and his forward grab doesn't give him like any sort of pressure mid-screen. This is in a game where many characters can throw you and then drive rush get follow-up pressure. He doesn't, and obviously there is the 9k HP tax. He does have the least HP in the game, and this means that the opponent, even if they are not optimal, more often than not they can to touch you if they have the resources, so that is something to keep in mind. Overall he's a tremendously good character and very very fun. So as we always do with these videos, we're gonna talk first about the character light normals, and Akuma got fantastic lights. Akuma got two 4-frame jabs. His standing and crouching jab, both of them are 4-frame stardom, and if you don't know, 4-frame is the fastest a move can be in Street Fighter 6, so that is premium, and they serve a lot of the similar functionality you would expect. Both of them are -1 on block, so you can take throw off of them, right? Both of them will leave him in throw range. Both of them can be rapid fire chain so that it frame traps because it's negative, so bam bam into itself or into the crouching one, same into itself or into the standing one, so this or that, and they combo into each other obviously. Both of them can be cancelled, can be used for like the crouching medium kick, block string, drive rush pressure, and on this both of them will leave you at like +3 and you are in throw range, so you can apply the throw mix. Say here's that Chun-Li is gonna try to grab, we can like frame trap her, and because he's +3, like both of them will frame trap into like the standing medium punch, which is really good. Regardless, doesn't matter which version I'm using, I'm pretty much like getting the same thing, so that's good. I will say the differences start to show themselves a little bit when it comes to the range and the frame advantage on hit, because standing jab have a little bit more range. See, this got a little bit more range than crouching jab, but this is only +4 on hit. Standing is +4 on hit, crouching is +5. This is significant because crouching jab will combo into standing light kick, so this gives Akuma like really far range, and standing light kick is obviously like his longest ranging light. Check out the range on that, that's crazy, right? But this also kind of gives Akuma like a 4-hit light confirm against crouchers. So if Chun-Li is crouching here, you can do 3 crouching jabs into standing light kick, and that's still combos. Bam bam, right? So that's good. But this like this matters even more on counter hit and on punish counter, because on a counter hit the standing jab will be +6, where the crouching jab will be +7. And this means that both of them will combo into his crouching medium punch. So if I'm fishing in the neutral, walking back and forth, I mean, I can get that, and that is good, and you can get that with both of them, but where the conversions will matter a lot on defense is if the opponent is crouching. Let me show you an example. So say that Chun-Li is gonna do this. Like, she's going for a frame trap into her Serenity stance, and this is a frame trap that I can interrupt, right? This was a punish counter. Do I have punish counter on? Right? So on the standing interruption, I am +6. On the crouching interruption, I'm gonna be +7. I'm doing it like too early. See, I'm gonna be +7, right? So here's the thing. Chun-Li recovers here in a crouching stance. And if she's recovering in a crouching stance, what you can get out of the crouching medium punch here is kind of limited, because I can get like the medium Adamant Flame. If I try to go for any of the Tatsus will whiff because she is considered crouching, and you don't get like heavy Adamant Flame out of that, so it's kind of limited. Where the crouching jab will combo into standing medium kick, which forces a stand. So in this instant, if I'm trying to interrupt with the standing jab, like I'm getting that. Let me turn on the attack data, which is 170 damage. That is not that much. Where with the crouching jab, I'm getting standing medium kick. So I can get like the medium kick Tatsu, which offers me much better Oki. I can go for like light kick Tatsu into like a DB Ender, whatever I want, or that's like 2k damage, so I'm getting a lot more. Obviously, you can go for like a super if you want. So on this like defensive interruption, I'm getting a lot more because crouching jab counter hit combos into standing medium kick, right? That matters. That matters a lot. And another way is punish counters. Say that Chun-Li is doing this move, right? Forward heavy kick. Forward heavy kick by Chun-Li is -4. If I punish it with a standing jab, I'm gonna be +8. +8 on this punish, meaning that you get a combo into crouching medium kick, which is not bad. Like you're getting that, or maybe like a medium kick Adamant Flame. Why am I getting a counter hit and not a punish counter? Right? So 16, 80, whatever, without spending resources. But if I'm going for the crouching jab, I'm gonna be +9. And what is 9 frame? His standing heavy punch. So now I'm getting this. Almost 2k, and you get OK. So in many of the close range interruption situation and for punishes, crouching jab is substantially better, but they cover many of the same utility. Next up is his crouching light kick, and crouching light kick is like a typical low kick. It's exactly what you would expect. It's a low, it's 5 frame startup. Akuma do have a drive rush crouching light kick. You can use that, and it's decently fast. It's gonna leave him at a +7, so he do get like even if you caught him crouching, he do get like the standing medium kick, so you can like force the stand with that and then like get good damage. But mostly you're gonna be using this for like block strings, say that, trying to catch them walk back, or this. Kind of like that situation. It's very predictable in how you want to use it, and obviously it is -3, so drive rushing into it leaves you at only +1, which is not ideal, and I guess that's why a lot of Akumas don't do that. But yeah, it's like very standard, very typical low shake. But the good thing about it is that it does combo into both of his lights, right? And you can get that situation, right? You can get like the 4 hit. Because it doesn't push back that much. If you combo it into the crouching jab, bam, into the standing light kick, so you are getting like good damage out of that, right? Decent. 4 lights from crouching light kick, that's pretty tremendous, right? More so if they're crouching, but even like on standing, you can still get like some really good damage, right? So that's great. What's left is his standing light kick, and this move is tremendous for Akuma. It got a ton of range. It's 5 frames, it got mad range, and it combos into a lot of things. Like you can combo it into the Tatsus, obviously if they're standing. It does combo into the light Adamant Flame, so that's good. But what makes it really special is that it combos into the OD Fireball, and almost all of his lights do combo into the OD Fireball, but this is really good in like corner pressure situations. Like let's say I try to frame trap Chun-Li here, I got the grab, and then I'm gonna go for a medium punch. That sort of sequence. And many opponents will try to take back their turn, but like you can end this with like an OD Fireball and bam, it's still your turn, right? So that's really good. And obviously in a situation like that you can get some follow-ups as well, so that's great. And what makes it really special is that there are many light kicks like kind of similar to it in this game, but this one you can drive rush combo out of it, which is that is rare. Like many characters got similar standing light kicks, his got mad range, but also the fact that you can drive rush combo out of it, like you drive rush cancel into jab, and this is gonna give you like the +9, so you are getting a crouching heavy punch. That's actually really good. Like as far as conversions from light, that's really good. And if you happen to get away with punish with it, you can actually combo it into like the medium and even like the OD Adamant Flame. So say that Chun-Li here whiffs a crouching medium kick. Oh my god, that's gonna be so hard to do. But like you get the idea, like you can whiff punish with it into OD Adamant Flame, which gives him like really good combos, and it combos into his supers as well, where like you can combo it into his level 1. Although I don't recommend doing that actually, because you can get the Tatsu, but you can combo it into level 1, you can combo it into level 2, so a great move all around. So let's now go over the medium normals for Akuma, starting first with his standing medium punch. And standing medium punch for Akuma is short range. It's 6 frame startup, which is really good for a medium, but it is short range as you can see. But what makes this move kind of special is that this is plus on block. A lot of characters, I mean I guess a decent amount of characters now got like mediums that are plus on block, and this is +1. And there's a lot that you can do out of this +1. So you can frame trap into his jabs, like standing or crouching. And that is great because you're gonna be able to convert, right? Like if you do the standing medium punch, crouching jab here, I was +7. So I can then get a bam. And now you are getting damage. Obviously, you frame trap into the crouching jab is going to be +7, so you hit into the crouching medium punch, and this can give you like a lot of damage, right? What is really nice about the standing medium into crouching jab sequence is that standing medium by itself is +4 on hit. So this is a natural combo. Like this is one thing that's so annoying about Akuma as well. Like this is a plus on block normal, so you're gonna walk into it, but you may get the overhead, which is kind of annoying, but we'll get into the overhead a little bit later. But yeah, I was saying that this being a combo is nice because you're gonna do it anyways. If you happen to get the hit, that's great. Now I got the knockdown. If it got blocked, I mean, that's fine. I was still gonna be able to like threaten. So that is really good for him. The move is naturally +1 frame on block, but you can actually get it to be as much as +4 because see the move here have 4 active frames. So that is actually really nice. Say that we got her to be block after first hit. We will no medium much DB with crushing medium, bam. See that one was +4, so that's pretty much like free chip. Like you're gonna get like another one easily. And one good thing about this move is that it also is special cancelable by itself. So if I knock down, say that she's gonna wake up with a drive impact, for example, I knock her down, I try to go for like a meaty standing medium punch, I can still be able to react, right? So yeah, I can still get the cancel, and bam, she got. So that is pretty good, right? The move is amazing in all regard, and I think even in the throw situation, just after grab in the corner, you can dash up and get like the meaty medium punch. Oh my god, she's waking up with it. because this leaves you at a +9, so that I think you can manually time like a medium punch so that you're getting the +4. So that's great, right? It's a great normal for Akuma. Now, as you have seen, this got a target combo attached to it, which is a medium punch, and this combo is nice because in a block string, doing double mediums into fireball have a ton of pushback. So say that you want to press the opponent, right? I want to do that, and I want to frame trap, so I'm gonna go for a standing medium, and I'm still plus, so you can maybe do something like this. That sequence is not that bad, got a ton of pushback, but even if you're going for that by itself, just have a lot of pushback. Medium punch into fireball. It's -4, but gives you like a ton of pushback so that if they try to take back their turn, maybe you can get a whiff punish on it, and that would be pretty good. This target combo on hit, it gives Akuma a lot of good things, but I don't absolutely love it. Because the special move, the follow-up special move will be scaled to 70, but what's really solid about it is that comboing into the heavy kick Tatsu is very consistent. So even if I'm getting it like at max range, this will combo almost every single time. I've never seen it whiff, it will always work, and heavy kick Tatsu is a really high damage ender, so I guess it's good in that regard, right? That is pretty nice. And again, there will be like a combo section at the end. Next up is his standing medium kick. And standing medium kick for Akuma is a pretty good button because it forces a stand. So more often than not, if you're comboing from a drive rush or whatever, you wanna combo into it. And like say Chun-Li here is crouching, right? Because standing is where you get like the Tatsu combos, right? Where it can lead up to a lot of damage. So say that you go for a crushing medium kick, heavy punch into it, that forces a stand. Or like jabs, bam, into it, that forces a stand. Although you can get the crouching heavy punch, but it's good. The move also can be really good for whiff punishing. Say that Chun-Li here whiffed a standing heavy punch, bam, see? It kind of pulls the opponent into Akuma. Like, it's one of these moves that feels like it sucks the opponent in, and you can get some pretty good conversions out of that, right? Into like medium punch DB, into super. On a punish counter, you can get like even like a heavy punch Adamant Flame, and the move is like it is 26 frame total frames. So it's not that committal, it's 5 frame active, so it's easy for it to catch. And because it's a medium, it's like one of these things that you can buffer, right? So if I turn on the input, see, I can just buffer this, or like buffer it into EX Tatsu, or buffer it into Drive Rush. And if I got the hit, great. If I didn't, well, whatever, right? If I got the hit, great, I can get like the bam into the combos. If I didn't, that's fine. It's not that committed. It's very active. It's one of these moves that is very, very active. It's like one of the best buffers that you can use for Akuma, right? And it obviously does have a target combo attached to it as well, which is like medium kick, heavy kick. The second hit is an overhead, so that is decent. I guess you can catch the opponent every once in a while with it. But the thing about this is that there is a gap here. It's a 5 frame gap, so you can get interrupted. But this target combo does ground bounce. So say that you got this. It will does like this ground bounce where like then you will be able to follow up with combos, right? Bam, 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 bam. Again, there will be like a combo section at the end, but this is a part of his like combo game. Akuma also have a forward and medium kick, and this is a great poke for Akuma. It got good range and got very good hitbox, right? Stem frame startup, so it's not super fast, but this is one of his safest pokes in the game, and it does a pretty good amount of chip damage to the opponent drive as well. A lot of the mid-range with Akuma is gonna be contesting with moves that doesn't leave you that vulnerable. Like you're not overextending so much with it, right? It's hard for the opponent to stuff it. So using this in conjunction with his fireballs will be like one of the main ways that you get to contest space. And then obviously with punishing with crouching medium punch, crouching medium kick, going into range, etc, etc, etc. But this is one of his main tools to just poke at the opponent. This is the main poke. Now it is -4 on block, but there is so much pushback on it anyways. This move also can be used as a far range anti-air. So say she's jumping at us like that, like you can anti-air with it from a far distance. It can kind of work, and especially useful against Zangief, because Zangief, like, you throw a fireball at him and then he'll try to jump, so you can anti-air with it. It's really good for that. If this move happened to hit as a punish counter, you're gonna be +9. So this means that if you're a little bit up close, you can get a sweep, and this will be like a double hitting combo. That's good. Also can get like a combo into his level 2 super. So in some situation, if you happen to go to whiff punish with it, you can get some good conversions as well. This is one of the main pokes of Akuma, right? Next up is the crouching moves, crouching medium kick and crouching medium punch. Crouching medium punch for Akuma is very special. It is one of his main combo tools, I will say, because it is 6 frame startup, but also +6 on hit. So it combos into itself, and that's really nice. Combos into the OD Adamant Flame. This is gonna be like one of your main combo routes that you're gonna be using. If the move happen to counter hit, it's gonna be +8. So it does combo into his crouching medium kick on a counter hit, which then like combo into the Adamant Flame as well. So that is very good. It is not plus on block. It's -1 on block, but there's a decent amount of pushback to it, so you definitely can harass. And like most of the other crouching medium punches of sort in this game, it does have a disjoint where it will kind of like allow you to check the opponent, right? It's hard to stuff it. It's gonna be one of his main ways to like check drive rushes as well. This is one of the main ways that Akuma get to check drive rush, and it combos into itself, like I said. But one of the cool things about it is that it's very rewarding on a drive rush cancel too, because this move on a drive rush cancel will combo into his forward heavy punch. So now like you're getting big damage out of that, which like in turn, as you can see, combos into his crouching heavy. And this also is a true frame trap, drive rush into standing medium punch. This is a true block string, where if I'm doing a block string into jab, I'm gonna be +3. If I'm doing a block string into medium, I'm gonna be +5. And the difference here is +5 let you shimmy. So this let me shimmy. If I go crouching medium punch, block string into standing medium, I get to shimmy, which is great. Now I'm getting damage. If I go for the jabs, I'm not gonna be able to shimmy. I can't walk back. Right? So the fact that it allow you a block string into drive rush block string into standing medium punch, that actually is really good. And obviously at the +5 itself, this is gonna be really good for combos, right? So it's a great move all around for Akuma, right? It's fantastic. So it does a lot of the crouching medium punch utility you would expect, but it's very good at it. One thing I will say about Akuma and about this move as well is that although it's really great, the move do have 16 frame of recovery. That was kind of like nerfed into this patch, which isn't ideal. Chun-Li, for example, got like 14. So it got a little bit of recovery to it now, and its range isn't as long as you would expect. Say that with Akuma here, for example. If I did a jab into the crouching medium, more often than not, from like these far ranges, the crouching medium punch will whiff, but a standing light kick would reach. His standing light kick actually got more range than it, so I guess that's something to keep in mind. It's one thing that I noticed a lot when I'm using Akuma compared to like Bison or Terry. Bison or Terry, you're getting standing jab into crouching medium punch all the time. Akuma's his got a little bit shorter range, so that is something that you can expect. His crouching medium kick is pretty good. It combos into the OD Adamant Flame, which is really important. Let's remove the counter hit. One good thing about this move as well is that it's +4, it's +1 on hit regularly, so that you can drive rush into crouching medium kick, and it's gonna give you like +5 advantage, which means that you get a standing light kick. I think that's actually kind of cute. It's something that not a lot of people expect out of Akuma, but it's a very, very traditional Street Fighter 6 crouching medium kick. Obviously, you can like harass with crouching medium kick into fireball. You know about the drive rush cancels for the pressure. It is a little bit shorter than Ryu, and it is about the same range as Ken, although it is 1 frame slower. And one thing about this move, and I guess it's not about it, but most of the other Shotos, not most, Ryu and Ken get a punish counter crouching standing heavy punch into crouching medium kick. Other Shotos get this as a combo. Akuma doesn't. So that's one thing about his crouching medium kick that you do have to know. It is also pretty good on a drive rush, because on a drive rush it combos into his heavy punch, which in turns combo into standing medium kick. So if say that Chun-Li is crouching here and you got a whiff punish, was it? Bam, bam. Like I guess on a punish counter it will combo into more, but like you will get the heavy punch into medium kick to force a stand, and then that will let you get like a lot of the better follow-ups, right? So I guess in that regard the move is pretty good, but it's very, very standard move in functionality. What is left is Akuma's overhead, and Akuma's overhead is pretty cute. Obviously you can drive rush and use it, and on a drive rush it's gonna be +7, so combos into medium kick, forces a stand, get follow-ups. That is pretty typical, or obviously like you can go into crouching medium punch if you want. That is pretty great. This move also can be used as a meaty, and on a meaty on like the latest active frame it's still gonna be +1, which is not that common. I think not many characters got that. If the opponent happened to block it off of a drive rush, it's +3, which is a lot. Now, because this is +3, it doesn't leave you in throw range, unfortunately. It doesn't leave you in throw range, and the overhead have a lot of momentum. It's one of these moves where like standing jab will make Akuma stop short, but the overhead Akuma will fly to the opponent, so that's really good. But yeah, +3, but you're not in throw range, but you still do get like very good frame traps. And Akuma is one of very few characters that can actually grab on the corner and like drive rush meet you overhead. That actually is very rare in this game, and obviously like you're getting if you got that, like you're getting the world, right? Bam 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 bam. It's like 4k, 3.9k out of an overhead. I will say that's pretty great. So let's now go over the heavy normals for Akuma, and his heavies. He have a lot of heavies actually. Let's start with the standard one first. Obviously the standing heavy punch. The Shoto Heavy Punch is insane in Street Fighter 6 as you know it. It's a very horizontal move, got a ton of range, 5 active frames, that is insane for this game, and a huge cancel window. And obviously it cancels into all of the cancels you would want. Like you're getting the heavy Adamant Flame, you're getting like the OD Adamant Flame, you're getting the world if you happen to land it. Now, with Akuma's walk speed, having a normal like that is kind of insane. But I will say there is a trade-off, where Ryu and Ken have a 10 frame heavy punch, his is 9, but they get punish counter heavy punch into crouching medium kick, he doesn't. But still, like, if you happen to get like the punish counter, you are still getting like a crouching medium punch, and the cancel window is huge anyways, so you can get like hit confirms into really, really good damage, right? And it also does a ton of drive damage to the opponent, like 2 of them is 1 bar, and it's cancelable obviously into like fireball, and that is a true block string. I did the light here, I did the heavy, that's a block string. There's nothing you can do about it, so that's a ton. And obviously, although this is gonna be negative, it have a lot of pushback, -6, but good luck punishing it. It's pretty much like free way to ship at them. I'm gonna cancel, am I not? You can go for the light fireball, which leaves a gap, or the heavy fireball if you want a true block string. Oh my god, this move is just tremendous. It's just tremendous, right? It's really, really good. Next up is his heavy kick. And Akuma's heavy kick is a 2-parter. He's gonna do if you press heavy kick once, he's just gonna commit to the second part. And this move is both the best move ever and the worst move ever. It is great because if you happen to land the hit, it is +7 on hit. So that is great, and +7 on hit, meaning that you're getting the world, right? And it moves him forward, so the pushback, like it leaves you closer to them, so like you're able to get like 2 crouching medium punch afterwards. That's great. And if the opponent happen to block it, this move is +3. That is tremendous. That is great, right? The issue with this move is that if they're crouching, you are done. You're pretty much done. You have to find a way to force the opponent to block standing, right? Now, say that you got like a whiff punish into it, like you throw it out and you happen to catch something, that's great. But throwing it out in the neutral is a massive risk because people typically duck because of crouching medium kick type moves. So if she's ducking, GG's. Obviously, like if she's ducking and you're out close, you can get the hit. But if she's ducking and blocking, she's gonna block the first hit and then bam, second hit whiffs. GG's, now you're done. Like you're -13, so you're eating a ton of damage, right? Like if they were crouch blocking the first hit, you're done, right? So that's something that you got to keep in mind. It's very dangerous move to throw out. Now it is a move that a lot of people love to use in combos, right? But the thing about it is that it adds additional scaling. Like say, out of crouching medium punch, you can combo into it, or you can combo into a forward heavy punch, right? And both of them will give you like follow-up combos. But the thing with a heavy kick is that, see this, like the follow-up combo is gonna scale. So the crouching heavy punch here was at like 59%, where if I went for the same combo but with the forward heavy punch, it was like at 86. 68. So it scales the combo a lot, is what I'm trying to say. So I know that it might be fun to go for something like this, but that is hardly optimal because it scales the combo a lot, right? I figure that this is something that you got to keep in mind. As a move also is a situational anti-air, and it does put the opponent in a juggle state. Says that she's jumping. There is potential for you to anti-air with it, but it's very difficult to use. Like it's not like a consistent anti-air that you would use, but it is great on pickups. Say that Chun-Li here is gonna be jumping, I'm gonna throw a fireball. She's gonna land on it like that, and then you're gonna be able to get like the corner carry follow-ups. Again, there will be like a combo section at the end, but it is great for pickups like that, right? Picking up off of like 3 hits, it is fantastic for like this sort of purposes, right? Overall, I would say it's a really good move, although it is high risk. It's like high risk, high reward. Next up is his sweep, and sweep for Akuma is what you would expect. It's 9-frame startup, so that is good. It got pretty good range. It used to be very important for his Oki game because he used to be able to do this, double dash and get Oki, but that doesn't happen anymore. So its significance in like combos is much less now. It's not a move that you're gonna be using for combos that much, but still, I mean, as a raw sweep, it is kind of nice. It got pretty good hitbox. You can use it for whiff punishes, and you can kind of set up like a demon flip mix-up out of it. So like you can use that, or go for the other side, you know. Right, and that would be like meaty. So there are some uses like that, but it's mostly gonna be for like whiff punishing. Outside of that, it's not that useful in combos anymore. Crouching heavy punch for Akuma is one of his main anti-airs. If Chun-Li is jumping at us and I don't got a light punch DB anti-air, crouching heavy punch is pretty good. The hitbox on this is pretty good, and it doesn't cause like a float state or anything. He had like a back heavy punch in Street Fighter 5 that was kind of ridiculous. This kind of shares the same animation, I guess, but it's a pretty decent anti-air. Obviously, if you're gonna anti-air, it's much better to go for the uppercut, but this is functional. One thing about this move that is really good is that it forces a stand. So in many of the combos where you get like a forward heavy punch, that will leave you at a +8, you're close enough, you're able to get it to hit. So that will force the stand, which then will get you like, will net you like the really damaging combos, right? So it's very important in the combo section. Again, there will be a combo section at the end, and it also is like really good in like the Adamant Flame, OD Adamant Flame juggles in the corner. That's pretty great. One good use of this move as well is using it as a meaty, because the move have 8 active frames. It's 8 frame startup. If you forward throw the opponent and then dash up, Akuma is gonna be +9. And this move is so active, so if they're trying to jump, if they're trying to do anything on wake up, you can say that she's gonna try to wake up jump, right? You can buffer it into OD fireballs, and that can be potentially rewarding, right? So in cases like that, the move is really good. It's honestly like the forward throw in the corner. This is pretty much like where you will use it most likely, right? So in that sort of application, it's a pretty great move. Next up is his back heavy kick, and this is a move that you can use in some very specific juggles. Like it's really good in the corner out of like OD Adamant Flame, because it does this flip, and then you're gonna go for like a demon flip into whatever. That is good, but also there is way to use it as an anti-air, although that's really difficult, right? It loses a ton. Like you have to go for like a very early anti-air, but you can get like conversions out of it, but I really don't recommend it. Like Akuma already got like low HP. This is such a risky move to use as an anti-air. Where this move would be really good is to press the opponent on wake up. Same idea as I talked about the crouching heavy punch into the OD fireball. This one is better because it's more meter efficient, because you can just go for light punch Hadouken. So say that we're gonna knock Chun-Li down. I want her to recover in place, and I want her to try to back jump, right? If she's trying to jump on wake up like that, I can meet you with the back heavy kick, and it launches, and it will natural combo into the light fireball. Bam, I'm gonna be able to drive rush, and I'm gonna be able to get the combo follow. Right, and that does a pretty good corner carry as well, right? But the good thing about this is, even say that Chun-Li blocked here, block on after first hit. This sequence will leave me at like -4, but again there is pushback so that you're not punished, right? So that is great. And the move in general have a lot of utility in like combos, especially like air-to-air situations as well, like you having to jump. See, like in a lot of combo situation like that, where like you want to get the reach, relaunch, rejuggle, it's really good. Again, there will be like a combo section at the end. What is left is Akuma's forward heavy punch, and this move is honestly pretty tremendous. It's 13 frame startup, but check out how much range it has. That's like half screen range, and considering Akuma's walk speed, that is pretty great. It does have a target combo attached to it, which is forward heavy punch, heavy punch, heavy punch, heavy punch, heavy kick. And this is hit confirmable, so that's great. If you're near the corner, you can just do the initial 2-bar, and you'll be able to juggle a medium kick uppercut afterwards. Right, so that does give him like good damage, and even in situations where say that we did this. Guess it depends a little bit on the range. It's gonna be hard to set it. It's kind of range. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to set this up. But yeah, that obviously that still works. From some ranges you will be able to get like the drive rush into it as well, but it depends on the range, right? You have to hit it from like kind of far distance. But in the corner, that move is pretty great. And just in footsies in general, it's good. If the opponent happened to block it, it is -3 on block, so it's safe. Now, this move used to have a ton of pushback, but unfortunately it is nerfed. So if you're doing it up close like that, it leaves you in throw range. You're -3, you are in throw range. So say that Chun-Li here is gonna block and try to grab us. So if I'm doing it up close like that, she can grab me, and it's hard for me to back walk out of this. So that is dangerous, and the opponent can just walk forward into the grab here. So yeah, that nerf is significant, right? But if you happen to get the counter hit, this move is typically +3, so +4, so on a counter hit it's gonna be +6. So you get a crouching medium punch on a counter hit, right? That is really, really good. Rage of Robot. So a stray poke like that can lead to very good damage, and if you happen to get the punish counter, it's gonna be +8, so you are getting like even far range, you're getting a crouching medium kick. That is really good, right? And it can lead to like some really high damaging combos. Like that can lead to like very high damaging combos. It's really great. It does have a lot of recovery on wave though, and it moves you forward closer to them, so you are easier to wave punish. Be careful not to wave punish with this one, but it's really good as a book. It got a ton of range and it's very rewarding if you got the punish counter or the counter hit. Okay, so let's now cover Akuma's air normals. What's here is very standard. Jumping medium kick is your cross up. The hitbox on this is pretty great, and typically it leaves you at like +9, +10, 11 frame advantage. You can very reliably, if you happen to land it deep, combo into a heavy punch, and obviously you do get like double mediums as well, so that's good. Jumping light kick also is a cross up, but this one typically will give you in just enough advantage to combo into lights. So not great. I think most of the time you're gonna be using the jumping medium kick anyways, and he does have a jumping heavy punch and a jumping heavy kick. The heavy punch got like the more downwards angle, so for close range jumps this one is really good. The heavy kick have more horizontal range, so if I'm jumping from a distance like that, heavy punch typically will not reach, but the heavy kick will. So if you're like far range jumping over fireballs, jumping heavy kick is pretty great. And the good thing is he have like a far range heavy punch anyways, so even on these sort of conversions he will be able to convert, right? Now Akuma do have two very unique air normals. The first one is the jumping medium punch, and this does put the opponent in juggle state. A lot of characters got moves like that, then you're gonna be able to land and get a pickup, right? I think that's very standard. But what is kind of unique with Akuma is that Akuma have a bunch of air special moves as well, and this jumping medium punch is special cancelable, so I can do it and for example like cancel into fireball. I can cancel into the EX Tatsu. That is actually like a pretty good high damage ender. You do need like the heavy DP here, right? That is pretty good. You can even go into like the level 1 super, air super, so there are options. This one is very good, and one of the things about it that make it really special is that you can cancel into the air super and cancel into the OD fireball from a neutral jump. Most of the characters, if they get like the neutral jump like that, they may not be able to convert, but Akuma is able to, and this can lead you to having like some really good damaging scenarios. Like let's say that we knock her in the corner, she's gonna try to forward jump out. I baited it, bam. That is like 4k damage for an air-to-air conversion. That's actually like really high. And similar things mid-screen, right? If she is jumping, I could just like jump, cancel into the air fireball, and like get conversions here. I think here you can actually get like a fireball as well. Like you can get some pretty good conversions. These obviously are finicky. Like I really like the drive rush target combo because it pops up and give you like a heavy Tatsu, but there is a lot that you can do here. A big part of this is gonna depend on how you landed the juggle, but see here I was able to get like big combo and super. So this is one thing. Again, there will be like a combo section at the end, but you get the idea. This air to air can be very rewarding if you happen to get the right hit. Now what is left is the dive kick, and a dive kick is Akuma, you press down and medium kick during your jump, and this is a dive kick that delays Akuma's landing recovery, and this is very good against normal anti-airs. So if I'm trying to jump and Chun-Li is trying to go for like a medium kick anti-air, one that requires manual timing, no invincibility frames, I can abuse that by delaying my descent with the dive kick and getting a punish on her. Now the good thing about this dive kick that's really crazy is that it is very safe. Like even if I land almost on top of her head. That is like -2 on block, so it's completely safe. Against some of the taller characters, if you space it horribly, you can be -4, but most of the time you're gonna be safe. And this have a ton of frame advantage. If you landed it naturally at the waist or lower, you're getting a ton of plus frames. See, this was like +8. So like you're comfortably getting a crouching medium punch, but the thing is, typically you are baiting anti-airs with that, so typically you are getting punish counters, so the combo is gonna be like even easier, right? The combo here is pretty much guaranteed, and you're almost like guaranteed to get really good damage. Alright, so let's now go over the special moves for Akuma, and generally like how do you play this character. The moveset for Akuma is very standard. It is the Shoto move kit. You got the fireball, you got the uppercut, you got the Tatsus, and because it's Akuma, you have the demon flip as well, and Akuma has the teleport. So bunch of specials, but let's tackle them one by one. Let's start first with the fireball, since this is like the most basic toolkit of the Shoto. Akuma have the best fireball of all Shotos, right? His fireball is 46 total frames, so frame data wise, his fireball is actually pretty tremendous. The light fireball is the slowest travel speed wise, so when you're shooting it from a distance like that, you're gonna have the most frame advantage. The heavy fireball is really fast, and the travel speed on it is really great, and it has the shortest startup as well. Typically it goes like this: the light version has the most startup but the least recovery. The heavy version has the shorter startup but the most recovery, so that we're talking like 46 frames total, right? And Akuma absolutely is the character with the strongest fireball game in Street Fighter 6. At least command characters, if we're like excluding Guile, because his fireball are not only like tremendous frame data wise, but the animation on it is very deceptive. He doesn't hold the key bows. You know how Ryu does this before throwing out his Hadouken, and it's kind of telegraphed, like you can kind of see the Hadouken. It's very difficult to react to Akuma's fireball. Like take a look at this, right? You're not gonna react to that, right? It's very difficult to react to it, and that's why a lot of characters will struggle. And the travel speed on the heavy fireball is really fast, so Akuma absolutely can play a fireball game. Between his walk speed, his fast walk speed, forward medium kick, and forward heavy punch, you absolutely can play a fireball game with Akuma. Now, what is the one thing that a lot of people do in Street Fighter 6? Like, you try to throw fireball at them. What is their twitch reaction? Is they're gonna try to parry, right? That is what happens a lot. And the thing with Akuma is, because this is almost like a jump scare, many of the times you can, bam, teleport into it, and you will see people holding parry because of like they're panicking, they're twitch reacting to movement, they don't know exactly what it is, so they're gonna try to jump, they're gonna try to parry it, and then you get like the punish counter on them, right? That is such a great use for the teleports, right? Typically the teleport, like you can get hit out of it, it's not a great tool, but if you use it in conjunction with his mid-screen fireballs, that is scary, right? And fireballs are generally just amazing on block in this game as a block string. They have a ton of pushback. Like, just take a look at how much his point blank fireball, take a look at how much it pushes back. It pushes back a lot. So if I'm using like any normal into fireball, that is pretty much like pushing me back to ranges where I'm not gonna be punished, right? And that is me ending with like the light fireball, the same with the medium or the heavy. Typically when you are using Shotos like Akuma, most of the Shoto players either use the light or the heavy because they have the most variance in speed, and that's pretty much like all you need to use really, like light or medium. The medium typically isn't used that much, it's typically like the light or the heavy, right? The good thing about his Hadoukens, especially the heavy one as well, is that it is such a fast projectile with such fast startup that you can easily make it a true block string. So Chun-Li here is set to like OD Tensho kick, right? And that is a true block string. She can't get the reversal to come out from tip range, and even on a very late cancel. Like, I'm canceling the heavy punch very late, and this is a true block string. And this means that if the opponent is blocking, that is just a good bunch. That is almost like 3/4 of a drive gauge gone. right? And this puts me back in the range because I'm Akuma, I got fast walk speed, I can harass, I can throw another one, and that's great. The good thing about his fireballs as well is that there isn't that much hurt box extension. It is hard to hit Akuma out of the fireball, right? Let me actually try to see if I can get you, if I can show you this. 306 hitboxes, ultimate frame data. This website is great if you wanna check out the frames. Actually, I hope that they will have his fireballs. I know. All right, let's check out this website as well, because this one is also really great. I'm actually gonna leave these websites in the description so you can take a look at them, but I want to show you like the hurt box on Akuma when he's extending his when he's throwing fireballs, right? Hitbox is on. See, Akuma, he's not really extending that much around his hands like that. There isn't much hurt box, so it is hard to stuff Akuma. If we compare that to say duplicate, if we compare that to say Ryu or like any of the other Shotos, you will see that they will have much more, like a much bigger extension on their hands. Let's get Ryu for example. See this? Like this is Hadouken for Akuma and this is for Ryu. You seen like the extra hurt box on his hands? Ryu have extra hurt box, or you have like the standard hurt box. Akuma doesn't, and that is what makes throwing fireballs with Akuma so hard for the opponents, because they have to physically hit Akuma himself. And see this? Like she will have like a very hard time trying to actually hit me out of the fireball, while like most of the other characters would get hit, right? So that's actually really good for him. You absolutely can play fireball game with him. And this is just like a standard fireball, but the frame data is is actually crazy. So like just the regular rules, if they happen to block a fireball and a light fireball from this distance and like try to jump, you do get like a safe uppercut. That is great. Most of the fireball traps work with him because the variant in speed is really good. Now Akuma also does have extra layers to his fireballs. If you hold it, it transitions into the two hitting fireball, and if you hold it all the way, it transitions into the red fireball, right? And the regular fireball doesn't knock down, but the 2 hits and the 3 hits version actually do knock down, right? And like you can get juggles out of that, and they become plus on block. So while the typical version is -4, the halfway healed version is +2, and the fully charged version is +5. This is also like pretty good because in many situations, like I said, the opponents are gonna try to drive parry. So they might try to drive parry like the fireball, go for something like this. So you can hold it, let their drive gauge deplete for a little bit, or maybe get like a tap parry like that on them. That can be like really good. And if they happen to block it, I mean, in this instant you're +5, so it's still your turn, right? So if you know that they're happy, that's good. And obviously because there are some characters who will try to run away and throw like fireballs at you, I would say especially like characters like Guile, like Chun-Li, who might try to do that. DJ, you pretty much get to control the pace with 3 hitting fireball. That is great. Now the OD fireball for Akuma is also like really jagged. It's 41 total frames. That is absurd for a fireball, and it puts the opponent in juggle state, and it is plus on block. So if we're point blank like that, this is actually +2, and it leaves you in throw range. So one of the common strategies with Akuma is, especially like after a corner throw, like you do that, and that leaves you like in throw range to grab them again. And if she's not blocking and if she happens to get hit, the OD fireball do launch them. So like you are able to get combo follow-ups, and you can do the same with like many other strings. Like say I do that, bam, that gives you like safe jump. So you can absolutely use the OD fireball to maintain plus frames and maintain pressure. And the good thing about it is that it knocks down, right? But if it absorbed another fireball, actually here, let's here throw that. It's actually gonna be hard to do that on her. But it's gonna knock down like that, but this is a knockdown where like you're gonna be able to drive rush, heavy kick, and get some conversion. Typically it's gonna carry him to the corner. So he doesn't have the Ken fireball into full screen, drive rush into whatever. He also can't really do like the Sagat and get the super here. Most of the time this is not gonna work, but he does get like a drive rush heavy kick. So, which I think this is actually very good. Like, he pretty much gets the corner. Yes, it's expensive, but I mean, that's still really, really good. So, fireballs are really, really stupid with Akuma, right? Now, let's switch over to the aerial fireball. And I'm gonna tie the fireball with the demon flip to just put in the full picture of his zoning. Aerial fireball for Akuma is absolutely busted in this game. So pretty much you're jumping in and you're throwing a fireball at them. The opponent have to hit Akuma. If they do, the fireball will dissipate and they will get you. But this is such an amazing shield. And the thing about it is, even if you're doing like the worst ever air fireball like that, it's still completely safe. There isn't any range where they get to block the aerial fireball and punish you. That is never happening because of how the trajectory works. He just comes down after it, and even on like a very poorly spaced aerial fireball like that, you can still be plus. On characters that don't have really good invincible uppercuts, Air Demon Flip or Air Fireball is absolutely crazy, and you can go for the OD Aerial Fireball to delay your timing even more. So if Chun-Li have to anti-air me with a medium kick, this will delay it even more and guarantees even more plus frames. The thing about the Aerial Fireball as well is that they have a ton of frame advantage on hit. See, this was like plus 11, meaning that typically you're gonna get like easy grounded normals into like combos. Even if you landed the heavy version full screen like that, most of the time you're gonna be able to drive rush and get conversions. See? Like most of the times you're gonna be able to drive rush and get conversion. I'm doing the heavy one, which doesn't give me like much frame advantage, but see, that was like plus 18, plus 40. So yeah, like obviously it depends on the range and how you got the hit, but it is actually crazy. Obviously you jump in and you mix your jumping normals, jumping dive kick and jumping air fireball to keep them guessing on your aerial approach. This is a huge part of playing Akuma, especially against characters that lacks ADP and invincible anti-air. The aerial fireball is super good. Now, here's the thing with Akuma that I find to be really interesting, and where I'm gonna tie everything together. His demon flip, and I particularly wanna talk about the demon flip dive kick. Akuma's demon flip is done by doing a fireball forward and kick. And light, medium, heavy will change how far he goes, right? So heavy goes further, light pretty much goes nowhere. It's pretty much like a neutral jump. And then you can do like a bunch of follow-ups. You can go for the heavy, which is like the chop, and this chop is blossom block. So whenever they block it, this is gonna be blossom block, and that is really good because it stops your momentum at that point. So for example, from this range, if I go for the heavy, I'm gonna go over her. But if I'm going for the chop, bam, I lied, I stay up front, right? So it can be really good. And the OD version will just fly to the opponent, it tracks where they are. He doesn't have the demon flip grab that he used to have in the previous games. That doesn't exist. Now it is just demon flip into dive kick if you press kick, demon flip into whatever, if you don't press anything, he's gonna do the slide. Demon flip into punch is overhead, and if you press demon flip and then press down, he will just come straight down at the point of landing, right? And he's not gonna commit to the slide, he's just gonna do that. Now the thing is, if you're ending with the dive kick, the kick you press will determine the angle that Akuma is dive kicking at. So I can go for the light kick, which give him like a very narrow dive kick angle, or medium, which is slightly wider, or heavy, which is really wide. And I'm saying this because you can almost like neutral jump dive kick in Fireball Wars to bait a reaction. So say that I'm playing against Chun-Li, right? And I'm gonna throw a Fireball at Chun-Li. And what a lot of players may try to do is, well, they may try to take back their turn. So she's gonna throw an OD Hadouken of her own. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the Fireball, and then I'm gonna Demon Flip and check out her reaction. See? Now I got the punish counter, now I got the jump. Actually, it's really good. It's really hard to do that versus like an OD Fireball, but you get the idea. This is absolutely something that you should utilize. And the strength of this is if Chun-Li didn't do the Fireball, you're pretty much like neutral jumping in place. It's not really that unsafe. This is something that you will see Shoto in particular doing all the time, right? Where he will do like in Fireball Wars, he's gonna go for the Demon Flip and go for like the Descent Demon Flip, the one with no ender, to see if the opponent tried to throw a Fireball. And if they did, bam, confirm it, bam, that's a ton of damage, right? Now I got in. So that utility of the Demon Flip along with his Fireball game is really good. And the Demon Flip can just be used to mix in your aerial approach. Again, we talked about having the regular jump, we talked about having the aerial Fireball, we talked about having the dive kick. So a big part of that is gonna be Demon Flip as well. Are you just gonna do like empty Demon Flip? And that is irritating for the opponent because you can just slide at any point or come down at a very aggressive angle. And most of the times, the dive kick, the same rules to it applies like his other dive kick. So this dive kick, the heavy version, the aggressive one, was like +5 on block. Or I can just come down and not do anything, right? It's irritating for the opponents, and it's gonna keep them mixed on what you may want to do. And obviously the slide version is +2 as well, so pretty much every ender is plus. So you might try to harass them with that. I know a lot of people love doing that because opponents most of the time may try to go for a parry. So one thing that people like doing is say that I'm doing like a Demon Flip. They're gonna hold parry like that because they expecting me to do this instantly. So they're gonna try to hold parry. So one thing you can do is come down and get the grab on them. This is also very effective. She lost like 2 bars in that interaction. What I'm trying to say is you have to mix it up. A Demon Flip is such a tremendous mix-up tool, but also it does have some pretty good utility in combos, especially like after the OD Adamant Flame, because this will launch and then you cancel into Demon Flip. Bam, and this is gonna let you continue on with the combos, that's good. The OD Demon Flip, this one can be cancelled into his air specials and supers. So you can OD Demon Flip into aerial Fireball, and that can be such like I'm gonna get in now. Like I'm gonna skip neutral, I'm coming in. So I'm not only coming in with an OD Demon Flip, but also I'm coming in with an OD Fireball. So that's like such an aggressive approach. So you can use it like that. OD Demon Flip into Tatsus, that also can be worked. But this is typically like a combo tool. And obviously you do have like the Demon Flip into level 1 super. This can be cancelled, and this is mostly like a combo tool as well. It's like in very specific corner combos where like you may want to do that, and that can lead to like a lot of damage. So that is really good. Now, prior to this patch, one thing that you might have seen a lot is Akuma players going for Demon Flip on Oki. Like you knock them down with a heavy Adamant Flame and then going for the Demon Flip. And on this very particular knockdown, you can do that. But the thing is, they have changed it so that if the Demon Flip goes over them, Akuma have more recovery. So now, if I cross up to the other side, Akuma's -3. So I don't recommend going for like the Demon Flip setups anymore, because if they happen to quick rise and you happen to go over them, most of the time like you're gonna be negative. I guess you can work some stuff if like say in this very specific setup mean, you can go for the overhead, and that stays in the front. Maybe, but I mean, I don't know. It's like, I don't think that is like very, very rewarding anyways. And the rewarding isn't great, because if you happen to whiff like that, you're gonna be negative 19. And even if you happen to get it, you just got a knockdown. So it's not a tremendous knockdown. So I don't like using it like that anymore. So let's actually switch to his special moves that do knock down, which is the Tatsus and the Adamant Flame. Now let's start with the Tatsus first. So Akuma have light, medium, and heavy Tatsus. And Tatsus in this game are pretty much like combo tools for the most part. You wanna use the heavy Tatsu the most, because the heavy Tatsu is his most damaging combo ender. So heavy Tatsu does 1600 damage, where like the heavy Adamant Flame and its follow-up is 1500, heavy uppercut is 1500, so the heavy kick Tatsu is the most damage. The situation Oki wise isn't great, because if you double dash, you are negative, like -7, so you kind of have to like drive rush, say that she's waking up with a button. It's one of these moves where you're gonna have to like drive rush to Oki. Obviously it can be very rewarding if you happen to like get the hit, but yeah, like you have to drive rush to Oki. But it is your most damaging combo ender. If you just want to go for the raw damage, that is your boy. And that's why in many of the situations, you will see Akuma players here going for the heavy kick Tatsu, right? Because it does the most damage. And in the corner, like you can get light Tatsu into heavy kick Tatsu. The thing about it is that its startup is fast, it's 7 frames, but it is very iffy, especially if they're crouching. See that? It actually does hit Croucher. It's not that it waves on Croucher, but the range on it is very, very short. So it's like it's very inconsistent in combos. Like you can't really cancel into it safely. I will say there are a couple of cancels that I think are really good. Like medium punch into it is pretty great. Medium kick into it is pretty great because it forces a stand, so it makes it easier. And one of the bread and butter drive rush combo routes you're gonna be doing is forward heavy punch into crouching heavy punch, which forces a stand as well. So that is pretty much like one of your most damaging combo routes, right? The rest of the Tatsus will whiff on Croucher's opponent, so that is something that you got to keep in mind, right? And yeah, like typically if you got like the double hitting jabs like that, going for the heavy kick Tatsu is quite risky. See, that is very prone to whiffing, so you really want to land this in juggle situations where you know it's gonna connect, right? Like the heavy Adamant Flame in the corner, or if you happen to get like a light Tatsu in the corner, or against like big bodies after light kick Tatsu mid-screen. So like you have to know that it's gonna land, because if you whiffed it, Akuma is very vulnerable for like 3 years, right? Now the light kick Tatsu and the medium kick Tatsu are also pretty good. The only combo on a standing opponent, and they can set up juggle states. So the light kick Tatsu set up is juggle state. This used to be insane because you used to be able to combo sweep after a double dash and Akuma would be plus, but not anymore. And this also used to give Akuma a safe jump, but that doesn't work anymore. Now on a double dash he's negative and his safe jump is gone because he had less frame advantage. Like this used to be like 42, I believe. Now it's 37, so you don't get a safe jump, right? So it's going for light kick Tatsu now. If you just want to go for Oki, like if say I got a light confirm and I want to go for Oki, just go for the medium kick Tatsu. Double dash and you're gonna be +3. And it does a little bit more damage. It does like less damage overall than this sequence, because light kick Tatsu to sweep, this used to do 1500, where a medium kick Tatsu does 1k, so you're doing less damage overall, but this still does give you like the pretty good Oki from jabs that you will need, right? The light kick Tatsu now is the juggle ender, so if I want to combo into the heavy DP because I want to get the damage, and that's good. Combo into like a level 1 super or a level 2 super. Combo into level 1, combo into level 2. Like for these sort of conversions, the light kick Tatsu is good, and obviously in the corner it's good because like you will get the heavy kick Tatsu juggle as well, which leads to a lot of damage. But mid screen, most of these knockdowns are not gonna give you great Oki. Like if you're so insistent on this, you're gonna have to drive rush to get the Oki, and you can't really block in this instant. So say that she's doing for the OD Tinch can wake up. On wake up. See, you're still getting punish counter, even though I try to jab and block, you can't beat reversals. So I just don't go for that route anymore. This is outdated. Don't use it, right? Pretty much if you're going for the Oki, go for the medium kick Tatsu, right? And medium kick Tatsu do have some good use in juggles as well. In many juggle situations, you're gonna be able to use it and then get like a light DB afterwards. So say that we got that. I need to be a little up closer to the corner. Again, obviously will be like a combo section at the end, but like you get like a light DP here, so that's actually pretty great. The EX Tatsu, that's pretty much just a combo tool, right? You're just gonna be using that as a combo tool. Now it does have some good uses in some combos. It's very good to use out of a drive impact, because here you set up this crumble state. You're gonna juggle with a crouching heavy punch into EX Tatsu. Like you're gonna get this combo, which is pretty good damage. Bam, 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 bam. That's 3.3k, and you pretty much got the corner, and you start to recover gauge immediately. So in that regard, that's actually really good, right? Obviously, Akuma do have the air Tatsu as well. And it is something that you can, because I remember that I forgot to talk about it. I mean, you can use that as a cross-up, and from the ranges where you do get like the down forward heavy kick, cross-up Tatsu can work as well. So like you can be extra degenerate with it, and this does put like a really small juggle state here. So I think from this range, like you can get like a sweep. That's pretty nice, but I don't see Akuma players going for this that long, and I personally don't use it that much. But figured I should talk about it, right? But it is there. He does have a cross-up air Tatsu, right? So that's good. Obviously, there is the uppercuts, and this function exactly how you would expect them: light, medium, heavy. All of them are great anti-airs. All of them are really good if the opponent is having to jump at you. Akuma obviously got the sky covered with his uppercuts, and EXDP is your invincible reversal. That is nice, right? That's your wake up invincible reversal. And what is left now is the Adamant Flame. And Adamant Flame for Akuma is his new special move that was added to this game. It's pretty much, I think this move actually maybe have originated in Tekken. So it's a two-parter. The first one, he does this punch, it's kind of like a Rekka move, and then you do like the follow-up. And there is light, medium, and heavy, and pretty much they combo from like the respective strengths, bottom strengths. So from like jabs, you do get light Adamant Flame. From medium, you do get medium Adamant Flame. And from heavies, you do get heavy Adamant Flame. The light version, if you continue the follow-up, it will do like these two double hit. It's just 1200 damage. It leaves you at a +3, but you're not in throw range. You're gonna have to micro walk into it. So you're gonna have to like very slight micro walk into it. But obviously this means that you can also like shake them low. Right, so I guess that works, although the jabs are not gonna connect. So that's something to keep in mind. There is a medium Adamant Flame, which knocks down, and obviously there is a heavy Adamant Flame, which launches. If you're in the corner, obviously, like you here, you can get like an uppercut, you can get a heavy kick Tatsu. This is really good. All three of them are cancelable into supers, so you can do that and cancel it into ruins or like the medium or the heavy, right? And the heavy one is completely safe on block. This one is -3. The medium version and the light are unsafe. The light is unsafest because it's -8, so it's not really safe to go for it. And the medium is -4, but there is enough pushback that most lights aren't, but depending on the spacing you can get punished, but it's something that you still can kind of fish with. But yeah, the OD flame as well is like totally safe. Now what's really cool about these special moves is that you can cancel into them, and Akuma does like a little sway backwards on startup. So say that I'm with Akuma, right? I can do like, if I want to do like a block string from jabs, right? I can do like jab into fireball, and this will be like a block, this will be like a trap, right? But one cool thing you can do is cancel the jab into Adamant Flame, and Akuma kind of pulls backward a little bit and get like a whiff punish on her. See this? And on a punish counter, they do actually, they do give you a combos. They can be like +10, and the same for like the heavy. If you happen to get a punish counter on the Adamant Flame, it's actually your most damaging combo route. It's gonna leave him at a +12, +10. You're pretty much getting like down heavy. So if say Chun-Li with a DP, this is pretty much like your most damaging combo move, right? This can lead to like a ton of damage, right? So that leads to a ton of damage. So you can play some spacing traps with it, between the cancels into fireballs or cancels and trying to bait as a spacing with the Adamant Flame, as it can be used. And they're just really good for combos, right? They're really good for conversions. Lights give you that, bam, and the mediums obviously give you like the medium Adamant Flame. Medium Adamant Flame, typically you're not gonna use it that much. Most of the time you're gonna be going for like the heavy Adamant Flame and the light version. The OD is very interesting. It combos from mediums, like his crouching medium punch, his crouching medium kick. It combos into like the OD Adamant Flame, and it does this wall bounce. So mid-screen, the OK you're getting here isn't tremendous. Like you can dash multiple times, but that's not gonna be plus. Typically what you wanna do is a teleport, and a teleport will put you at like plus good enough frame advantage that you're able to throw, right? But it's not super high damage, right? In the corner, this sets up a juggle state, so you are getting like some really good damage. Wall splat, juggle state, so you are getting really good damage. And this special is completely safe on block at -3, so that is like a very safe buffer. If you are from specific spacing, like say here, and you got it, you can combo into like a level 1 super, and that will connect as well, so that is really good. And that can be like really good way to clutch out like a round, right? Now one of the things about Adamant Flame that is really cool as well, especially like the heavy version, is that it's one of these moves that stops Akuma's momentum. So say that I'm gonna try to drive rush at Chun-Li, and she's gonna try to shake me with a crouching medium punch, right? So I'm trying to drive rush, she's gonna throw the crouching medium. You can throw the OD, the heavy Adamant Flame, and use it as a way to pretty much change your timing. It's gonna be so hard to record this, but I think you get the point, right? Where it's one of these moves that you can punish drive rush checks with. It's really great. And if you happen to land it, bam, it's it's gonna be like +12, so you're getting the universe on this punish counter, right? You're getting a ton of damage. That's like that's 4.6k. That's a ton of damage. And obviously, if they are in burnout, this move is gonna be blossom block as well. I need her block. This is gonna leave you at a +1, so like you can typically harass people with it. Now, one thing about Adamant Flame that's really cool as well is that, like I said, it's a Rekka, but you don't have to commit to the second part. You can absolutely play the mix-up here, where I'm +3, and instead of going for the launcher, I'm gonna grab you, Emma. Or say that she thinks that maybe you're gonna do that, so she's gonna try to take grab herself. So it's like then you get the bait on her, you get the shimmy. That can be done as well, and that's really cool. One thing about Akuma in this game as well is he has the Raging Demon. And Raging Demon only happen if you're at critical HP. And you can't really combo uppercuts into Raging Demon because it launches, so it doesn't work. And it's kind of difficult to do that out of fireballs as well. So the best ways to combo into Raging Demon is from the Adamant Flames, right? Like I go for the heavy version. The heavy version will launch, so you're going for only like the first part. But you can do something like that, right? And the simplistic, like a very basic combo like that with Akuma. Dice 1000 deaths. That's gonna be like over 6k, right? So they'll also give you like the best way if you wanna combo into Demon. They're also like your best specials again. There will be like a combo section at the end. Before I talk about his supers, I first wanted to talk about Akuma's throw situation because I feel like it's important to optimize with this character. Mid-screen, if you throw someone with Akuma, you're plus 28, but see this, they are like full screen away, so you're not really getting much. Even if I try to drive rush at her, it's so far away that you're not really getting a situation, right? There's not much that you can do at that point. Even on this drive rush, I was like minus 11, so I was punishable here. So you don't get much. But he more than makes up for it with the corner situation. Because in the corner, you dash up, you're gonna be plus 9. And oh my god, he gets so much out of that. Obviously, like you can go for like a meaty medium punch. See, this one was like plus 7 on hit. She's still trying to grab. So that was like plus 7 on hit. So you're gonna be able to follow up, and this is gonna be more than plus 1. You can get it up to be plus 4. You also can go for a meaty crouching heavy punch, and this will be a meaty. If say that she is waking up with a light punch, right? This is gonna counter hit. This is gonna be meaty. But what you really want to do here is cancel into the OD fireball, right? And this sets up a juggle state where you're gonna be able to convert, right? So that is really good for him. That is a lot of damage. And if she didn't, I mean, you're still plus 2, you're still in throw range and can immediately throw her after. Another thing that you can do, which not a lot of characters do, is drive rush overhead. And this will counter hit her, and she's gonna be, you're gonna be plus 9. So you're getting a heavy punch. That is like 4.6k from a counter hit overhead. And obviously you can just go for the regular frame trap like medium punch, crouching jab, light kick. So the situation in the corner is very good and very strong for Akuma, right? And there is everything else in between that you can expect. So let's now talk about Akuma's supers. Starting first with his level 1. And his level 1 is a fireball. It is 10 frame startup, so it's a little bit on the slower end, making it hard to use as a fireball in Fireball Wars. This is not reuse, this is not Sagat, so it's kind of hard to use in this sort of situation, but it's very easy to combo into. It's one of the most damaging level 1 supers in the game. It does 2.2k, like for comparison sake, Sean's does 1700. So Sean is doing 1700, he's doing like 5% more damage on that level 1. It's one of the most damaging in the game. And obviously there is like the aerial version as well that we talked about, that you typically are gonna be able to use in like juggle situations, some specific combos. So it is pretty good for that. This is pretty much like a damage ender, right? And it is invincible as well, where like if the opponents try to pressure you on wake up, you can wake up with it, and it is like an invincible super. So that's good, right? A very standard, very straightforward. Let's now switch over to Akuma's level 2, Rage of Revenge. This level 2 super is kind of gassed, as kids would say. By itself, this does 2.8k. That's actually really good, but as you can see, if it happened to hit near the wall, it does a wall splat. Now this super is strike and projectile invul, so if Chun-Li says doing like a block string into fireball, I can absolutely mash my super here, and it's on a backward direction. So that's actually make it like really good as well to use as buffer or like defensively. By itself, as you see, it does 2.8k, right? And you can easily combo into it. Like jabs, like light kick will combo into it. Oh my god. Like light kick will combo into it. If you combo into like the light kick Tatsu, that combo into it as well. If you got as a OD Adamant Flame, that also cancels into it. So it's kind of easy to combo into it as well, right? It's not that hard. And mini juggle situations and even like ground bound situations, you're gonna be able to get it, as the speed on it is pretty fast, right? Now, like I said, by itself, it does 2.8k, and that's a lot. Like, for comparison's sakes, Chun-Li's level 2 does 2k. Sure, she gets like a launch, he does 2.8k, and in the corner, he does get a launch. And I already talked about this in like in a separate video, but this is like one of the very few recapture state moves in Street Fighter 6, where it doesn't matter how long the juggle was beforehand, Akuma is getting like the same potential combo follow-up, so that's actually really good as well. It's such a very good move. Again, there will be like a combo section at the end, but this move is absolutely tremendous. What is left is Akuma's level 3. And this one is easily comboable as well. Anytime you land an uppercut, like you can combo into it. Anytime you land any of the Adamant Flames, you can combo into it. As a move does a ton of chip damage, so if she's in burnout, like check out how much shape damage this sequence will do. That's a lot. And one of the good things about the super is the Oki situation afterwards, because this leaves you very close to the opponent. Man. So this actually saves state. So you're very close like that. You're plus 18, you are in range to threaten an overhead. But at the same time, you are in range to like crouching medium, like slight walk into crouching medium kick drive rush. So it put up like a very threatening situation, and it's very easy to combo into. Again, there will be like a combo section at the end. Now the thing with Akuma is that once you are at the yellow bar, once your HP glows yellow, you do have access to the Raging Demon. Right? And Raging Demon, just like it has been in other games, this is a command grab, and this is an unblockable command grab. It's kind of like Zangief's super, right? You can't jump after the flash. Once the flash happens, bam, you got. Now, what makes Raging Demon really powerful in this game is that you can drive rush, so you can easily close the distance and force plus frames. So say that Chun-Li is blocking, I can easily go for that, and that's a block string, but she can't do much. And this puts me at a plus 5 advantage, meaning that I can do standing medium punch and then do a demon, and bam, she got. So let's say that Chun-Li here is gonna try to mash a light punch, right? Die 1,000 deaths. Counter hit, I got her. Even though she tried to press, I actually got her. I ticked into the Raging Demon. It's super powerful in this application. And obviously, what makes this sort of setup very powerful as well is that Akuma is just plus. Like, I don't have to go for Demon. Instead, I can go for that, and bam! I got 47% on the Raging Demon. This is gonna be even more. Bam! That's 5.5k, right? So that is actually kind of absurd. They obviously took Kara Demon from this game, but yeah, like you can do stuff like that. And you can even go for like low block stun moves, drive rush, and then cancel into Demon. Because remember, the thing about drive rush is that for the initial 11 frames, your move doesn't come out. So you can get the Demon. Now, the input for the Demon can be a little bit tricky, right? Because you have to press jab, forward, light kick, and then heavy punch. But you have to do it like really fast, right? The thing is, you can kind of combine the final inputs. So forward for jab, forward, and then press light kick, heavy punch, almost at the same time. Can I pause it? So see this, I did jab, jab, forward, light kick, heavy punch at almost like the same time, and I got like the Raging Demon. And that is like the easiest way to do it. So jab, 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 forward, light kick, heavy punch. It's hard to do it in this it's hard to do it in this position. But yeah, this is the input that you should be aiming for. And like I said, easy to use from like drive rush cancels that will leave you at a plus frame. I would say standing medium punch particularly is really good because it does have 6 frame startup. One of the things about Demon in this game that is different from the prior games is that in this game, unfortunately, Demon is not invul. So if I try to wake up Demon, I actually got countered, right? So you can't wake up Demon in this game like you could. You kind of have to tick throw into it, and it does go through projectiles as well, so that's interesting. But yeah, like block string into that, low block stun moves into drive rush into Demon is really good as well because the 11 frame at the start will cover your jab input, so it should look something like this. Dice House and Death. Oh my god. I talked so hard I dropped my microphone, my earpiece. So yeah, like something like with those stun like a light kick into it, as that can work as well. And it does go through projectiles. So you can be absolutely godlike. This is gonna be so hard to show, but I'm gonna try to show it for you guys. Yay, I got it! So, I mean, you can do that, and just if she's doing the fireball, it will go straight through the fireball. Now, the good thing about the Raging Demon in this game is that Capcom have made it so that whenever you finish a round with Raging Demon, the opponent get left laying there like that. And Capcom bought a ton of swimsuit costumes, so you get some pretty decent view and a badass winning pose. So I guess that's great. Anyways, that's about it for Akuma. He's a very solid character, but he's difficult to play because obviously the 9k HP is an issue, and there is so much to him. As there is a fireball game, there is a pressure game, there is a jumping game, demon flip game. He offers you a ton of utility, but also the character have to be played in a lot of different play styles, and that make him pretty challenging. But I do think he's the most versatile character in the game and really fun. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.